Kendall Mountain Festival? Hello, I'm Harry Crossley from Japanese Fishing Adventures, a fishing guide based in Hokkaido, Japan. I'm sorry I'm not here in person to give this talk, but I'm here to show you about a fishing destination all avid trout anglers need to make pilgrimage to. And it's probably somewhere you hadn't even thought of. Welcome to Hokkaido. Some of you might be versed in your Japanese geography, but for those who aren't, Hokkaido is Japan's most northernmost island. Russia to the west and north, and the Pacific to the east, it's Japan's second largest island and makes up 22% of Japan's landmass. Once known as Ezo, it was home to the indigenous Ainu people, who lived in harmony with the island's forests and seas for centuries. Now, it's arguably most famous for its powder snow and unbelievable skiing and snowboarding. But what many people don't know is how good the fishing is. Well, what species can you expect on your fishing trip to Hokkaido? Salmonids, and lots of them. Starting off with the amimas/iguana, aka the white spotted char. This char species is native to Hokkaido and is such an iconic fish. The iguana is a mountain stream char, found in the mountains and can grow up to 50 centimeters. We target these fish with nymphs, dry flies, small streamers, and can also be targeted with small cranks, spinners, and spoons. Heading into the mountains and fishing in fast-flowing springs with a light fly rod or tenkara setup is endless amounts of fun. Now, the amimas is the sea-run version of the iguana. In the winter months, we fish the beaches and estuaries with lures and streamers, getting fish up to 90 centimeters long. In the summer months, when the water warms, they tend to lay low, but by late autumn, after spawning, they are dropping back down the river and feed hard on small baitfish-style patterns. They can look so cool, especially ones like this. The yamame, aka the cherry trout. The yamame is such a cool fish, and is basically a salmon carp, although it's not. In the spring, we have big runs of sakura mas, technically a trout, but has more salmon tendencies, and the yamame is the offspring of these fish. You can target yamame from July onwards, and alike to the iguana, they are found in the mountains, but also in almost every river system here in Hokkaido. However, some do stay in the river, but the vast majority migrate to the sea. I'm sure a lot of you in the room are salmon anglers, and probably thinking, why can't I target the daddies? Well, sadly, all the salmon fishing, including cherry trout, the sakura mas, is banned in fresh water. The phantom fish, aka the ito. The ito, known to most as the sakalin taimen, is also a native species of Hokkaido, albeit numbers are not what they once were. However, there are some river systems where they live in healthy numbers. Known as the phantom fish because they can be so hard to catch, they can grow over a meter long and are a ferocious predator in themselves. An Andromeda species moving from sea to fresh throughout their life cycle, you can fish for them in both in the river and the sea. A bucket list fish for any angler. And some other natives. You'll also find some Dolly Varden in certain areas of the island. Not growing to the sizes of Alaska, but still a cool fish. There's also dace, aka the agui. These fish are numerous and can get to hefty sizes and even challenge Ito in terms of their fight power. Crazy, I know. The invasive dark side. Unlike many top fishing destinations around the world, there's invasive fish, which have had an effect on the native species, unfortunately. But luckily for us, these invasive fish are fish that we love to fish for. That's the rainbow trout and my personal favourite fish, the brown trout. Due to the intense levels of fly life and the insane water clarity, Hokkaido is the perfect location for these hungry predators. These conditions have led to wild browns and rainbows reaching incredible sizes, and in the summer months you can hook up to these monsters on various dry flies. The rainbows were introduced in around 1920, and browns a lot later in the 70s, but in that 50 to 100 years, the fish have really thrived and have incredible power needed to survive in the spring months when the rivers swell to 6 or 7 times their usual size due to snowmelt. Honestly, coming here to catch these wild fish is something else. With beautiful scenery, monster fish, what more could you ask for?
And I thought this would be the perfect time to tell you when not to come to Hokkaido. November, don't come in November, don't come in December, or January for that matter. honestly, Hokkaido has some extreme weather. In the winter months, we get up to 40 foot of snow. That's like 12 meters. It's absolutely mad, which makes the fishing pretty tough. Like, we do a little bit, I'll be honest with you. We do a small bit, but that's more me getting out of the house, to be honest with you. It's not really our true guiding operations. Our guide season typically kicks off around May, when all the snow melt has washed out the river and the river is in fine form. May time, early season, lures, streamers, nymphs are the go-to. But moving into June, July, August and into September, it's dry flies and dry fly only. We have some insane terrestrials here, big hoppers, big cicadas, and the trout are just gobbling them. Absolutely gobbling. Then October, you get the odd day where the dries work. You move down to slightly smaller dries, parachutes, little caddis, that type of thing. But on the whole, it's streamers, back to the nymphs, and also the lures come back into action. But honestly, this place, it's mad. And I've got to go walk the dog. But anyway, let's move on why you should come fishing in Hokkaido.
So if the details of this video haven't enticed you into booking a trip to Hokkaido, then these 4 reasons might tip you over the edge. Number 1, affordability. When I set up JFA, I wanted to provide affordable guided fishing after spending a fortune booking guides across the globe. You can book a day fishing with us from 40,000 Japanese yen, which is roughly £200. This includes all your rods and your waders. Just turn up and be ready to go fishing. Number 2, a fishing trip your non-fishing partner can come with you on. A lot of fishing destinations around the world are incredibly remote, and you either have the option of fishing or more fishing. Here in Hokkaido, there is so much to see and so much to do away from the riverbank, meaning you can fish the day away while your other half is taking in the sights or absorbing the culture. Number 3, accessible remoteness. This very much links into number 2, I think. In Hokkaido, you can feel complete and utter remoteness whilst being in reach of civilization, which is why your non-fishing partner can come along. To give context, you're only ever 30 minutes away from a heated toilet seat. And number 4, of course, great fishing. As we've highlighted, the diversity of fish is crazy, and there's always something to target regardless of ability or preference. But the size of some of these fish is truly insane. Imagine hooking into a brown trout like this on a dry fly.
So why Japanese fishing adventures? Well, I'm a fishing addict. Who doesn't want to go out on a guided fishing trip with a geezer who just loves catching fish? And to that end, I prefer you catching fish. Honestly, I get more excitement now out of watching my guests catch an absolute worldie than when I do. I absolutely love this. It is not a job, it's a dream. And I mean it, it's an absolute dream to be able to show you guys this amazing country and what we have to offer. To go into a little bit more detail, we offer day trips, short tours, and week-long adventures around Hokkaido. I have spent hours and hours traveling around this flipping island to find you the best fishing. It's pretty hard being in a foreign country and trying to establish a guiding business, but somehow or some way we've done it. But you know what? This is probably a perfect time to actually say a big thank you, because I would never, ever, ever have been able to do this without the main man who's been presenting tonight, Andy Rigg from Rigged and Ready. Honestly, Andy has kitted me out from the day I started traveling around the world fishing to now being here in Japan, and I have to admit, it's allowed me to achieve what I have. Andy, you're an absolute saint, mate. I can't put into words how thankful I am for everything you've done. And yeah, honestly, this is a dream, and I want to show you my dream. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the festival. Lots of love, and I'll see you in Japan. Okay, I'm actually going to go fishing. Clear conditions, -5. Yeah, perfect.